Hello, hello. This is the Donbozos podcast, and welcome to our next episode. An episode where we have a little bit more content than last week, but still kind of dead because, of course, we're mainly talking about Pokemon, and the Worlds is like what, Jeremy? Like another month or so.
Yeah, like a month away.
Yeah. So, but you know what is exciting is Obsidian Flames pre-release this weekend. So we'll talk about how we going with that. But yeah, uh, again, my name is Aiden, and I'm joined by my co-host Jeremy. How are we doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. I've been like playing that Pokemon Sleep, and I did get a shiny Sudowoodo somehow. So I guess I'm shiny hunting in my sleep now.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Because should I download it? Because I don't know. It seems interesting. A lot of people have been talking about it. So that's cool that you're playing it and you get to talk about it on the pod. Because I was worried that I
Yeah.
totally forgot about it, to be honest. Until I saw it
Yeah.
on Instagram this morning. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pokemon Sleep. It is currently 8:20 p.m. on July 25th. This is a Tuesday night. So thank you guys for tuning in. But yeah, let's go ahead and go over what we're going to see this episode in case you want to skip to the episode. Of course, we're going to have our local recap. This is our recurring segment where we talk about which locals we go to for TCGs in general, along with a guest if they go to any tournaments. For Pokemon, we're going to go ahead and bring back again. We got it 2 weeks in a row, guys. What is he cooking? Our fan favorite segment where we compare decks on Pokemon Card.io and you guys vote down below. And then Jeremy's going to hit me up with some trivia, or I don't know what he's got, but he's got something for me. And then for the Legends, we're going to talk about the new patch that did technically drop last week, but we didn't want to talk about it yet because it was still kind of fresh. Go over the new champion as well as your favorite skin review, and of course the new game mode that we've definitely been spamming a lot. And we're gonna end off with the Valorant unexpected LCQ turnout. So yeah, that's gonna be this episode. Jeremy, would you like to add anything before we move on?
Ready to get started.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into local recap. I have gone to 3 locals, or 2 locals, 1 cup since we had our episode. So I'm going to go ahead and start if that's okay, Jeremy.
Yep. I don't have any locals because my brother jammed his finger, so I had to drive him to get checked when I was going to play the one on Saturday.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So talking about Saturday, I went to the Cup in Hammerhead Games at Carmichael or Sacramento, California. Carmichael's an area, and I brought Wings United.
Ooh.
So I was just gonna be like, LZ Tina brought a Conqueror, did well, but to be honest, Jeremy, in those conditions, I got cooked, and I just wanted to have fun. So I brought Wings United, and I went actually out of 6 rounds, Jeremy, 4-2. That's 11th place. So I got top 16, and I got CP still, which is awesome. So I bought Alex Szymanski's list from NAIC, except one change. Instead of 2 switches, I'm running 1 rope, 1 switch. Afraid of Flying Pika, as well as I think rope is a pretty good card in the meta. So yeah, round 1 I played against Atelion VMAX. He pretty much bricked himself, and he didn't realize Watch Shoal was gonna one-shot his VMAX. So the Watch Shoal, I bossed Octillery turn 1. Because I went second every game, Jeremy. I decided to go second every game, or they went first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so game 1 was a win. Game 2, I lost against Lugia, which I should win, but I literally just bricked. Like, I literally couldn't get anything
Yeah.
out, which just happened in Pokemon. And then game 2, played against Arctina. Pretty favorable matchup since I'm just up trading. Plus, I got the Dynablade Gallade for weakness. Game number 4, played against LZ Tina. Was pretty worried because Sableye counters it, but he did misplay a couple of times, and I got pretty lucky. So I ended up actually beating LZ Tina, which is pretty incredible. And then I played against Miraidon round 5. Pretty good since I had Dynablade Gallade, as well as I can uptrade into Miraidon since they only have double prizer attackers. And then last round I played an Artina again, and basically what happened was I needed a Dark Energy to swing, and the Clara was on the bottom of my deck, and I had 4 cards left to deck. I
No.
Kirlia'd, and I couldn't get the Clara.
Yeah.
So if I won that, I would have made top 8, but then I would have skipped because we were gonna go get KBBQ. So yeah, it was really fun. Thank you for hosting Hammerhead Games for a cup that is giving me 25 CP. So in the season, Jeremy, I already have more CP than last season for going to 2 regionals. That says a lot. Maybe I'm just lucky, but hey, maybe I'm improving. So yeah, and then on Sunday, I went to the casual local in Davis Cards and Games, and I decided to play Douglas's Arctina, except I instantly replaced all the teams and put in my Pikas for my binder because I wanted to have fun. So I played Arc Pika Umbreon, and
Ooh.
I went 2-1. Game 1, I played against into Guardy. And Umbreon kind of ruins Guardy. Game 2, guess what I
Yep.
played into? Hey, Guardy again, baby. You already know. And then Game 3, I didn't want to play anymore, so I scooped and went to McDonald's. So, yeah, that was the optimal play. Because I would have just played into Lost Box that had a Mimikyu, and I wouldn't be able to do anything. And then today, I just got back from local 3-0, went back on the LZ Tina. Game 1, played into Repstriker Shifu. Matchup is pretty okay. I think it's positive for me because I kind of just don't bench comfies and abyss sticking in their face and then flip marker. And
Yeah.
then game 2, played into Palkia, Curlia, Switcher, Cologne deck. It's not Grin V Union, but just standard Palkia. And they just they have 2 switchers, 4 switchers, 2 colognes, and a boss. So they just kind of want to Greninja every turn because what they do is they get to the bottom of their deck as fast as possible, and then they have 3 Sharding Arcanas for Kyogre or Greninja. So that's their deck. It's a pretty big meme deck.
I
And
agree.
then,
Yep.
yeah, and then game 2 I played into Glaceon VMAX Baxcalibur. All went pretty well. 3-0. So pretty good local recap, I would have to say.
Yep.
What do you think about the deck choices? I played 3 different decks.
3 different decks. I think the Arc Pika Umbreon deck is actually super sick. So I like hearing you that you were playing that one. Yeah, I think I want to try that one. I think Umbreon's so good right now, and then Pika is just like walls out some matchups. I think that's sick.
I almost did Arc, Pika, Umbreon, Tina. I almost did all 3. Okay, there was dude. Douglas had a lot of energies. He had 3 Psychic, 3 Grass, 2 Dark, 4 GTE, 2 V Guard. Like I could have had the energies to run that, all right.
Yeah.
But I just was like I didn't want to think, so I just shoved everything. I just shoved all the Pikas in, took out all the Grass and Psychics, and put in 6 Lightning energy.
Holy.
Yeah. And also he didn't lost cities, so I like kind of passed myself with Umbreon out, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be our local recap. So we're gonna go head into our fan favorite reoccurring segment. We have What Is He Cooking? Jeremy, explain what is he cooking.
What is he cooking is where we go to PokemonCard.io and we just find 2 lists that interest us, and then we just show off, and we just see which one has who cooked the most with their decks.
All right, sounds good. I'll go ahead and start. I chose a card that I've been wanting to play with for a long time, but for me, the only reason I'm not playing it is because then I have to play Lugia. But this guy was like, "Nah, we don't need a Lugia. We are playing the Dunsparce Cherrim." All right, so for those of you who don't know, the Dunsparce is the evolution of Dunsparce, and for 4 energies, it does 100 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Shuffle this Pokemon and all attached cards into your deck. So the game plan is use Cherub to attach grass energies to the Dunsparce, and then use DTE or use Triple Reversal to then get the amount of energy cost. Use the Dunsparce, paralyze your opponent, and then you can either promote Klefki or Mimikyu to lock your opponent out just cuz. And then you have Beach Court to then retreat the Mimikyu or Klefki out, hit with the Dunsparce again, and repeat. Jared, I'm not gonna lie, this deck is kind of sick, okay?
I was looking for some hit and run decks too, but this thing is crazy. The Dunsparce paralyzed plus they're setting up a Klefki or a Mimikyu, they actually can't play the game.
Yeah, and just in case if they have like Pika or something, you got Luxray as well, just in case if you need a bigger hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how all these like slight rarity. They probably built this in real life if they all got these like slight like high rarity decks.
Yeah. Just play with whatever they have them just upload the deck. The Cherum's super cool to see in the deck. Without the Archeops and the Lugias, you can actually have like Cherum supercharger energies.
Dude, that's the ultimate. That's wait. You see that optimal Cherubi? That counters Save Alive, bro. You see that? That's the optimal Cherubi right there.
Yeah.
Prevent
Yeah, he got one.
attack. But yeah, this deck
He
is
only got
super
one,
funny.
dude. He needs to pick up another. He needs one more of the other Cherubi.
Actually, though.
He split the 1-1 split right now.
I like how he's running the Mysterious Nest Dunsparce like fighting week. This is gonna matter in the deck.
Yeah. He just wants all the Dunsparce, I guess.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and go into the next deck. Jeremy, introduce the deck.
Okay, so I have Rolling Torkoal, the Rolling Torkoal. So the deck description is get a Torkoal inactive and low of energy with help from Armrouge, add Charizard and bench you double damage. Budget deck, blame Charizard. So the deck is on Torkoal. Torkoal is 1 energy, 2 colors. Flip a coin for each fire energy attached to this. This does 80 times the number of heads. So you run this alongside the Charizard from Pokemon Go that gives you 2 fire energy. So 1 energy, 2 coin flips. You have the Armourouge that moves fire energies to your active. So you have the extra energies that way. And you have, if you're scared of the, you also get Magma Basin to put your discard to your bench Pokemon. And if you're scared of the damage from Magma Basin, you have Radiant Serena to heal it back off. And then you have Chi Yu to Jealousy Singe to discard the second attack to attach fire energies onto your other Pokemon. So you're just loading up fire energy onto your Torkoal, and you just go flipping coins to one shot.
And you got Cadella and Kidler, bro.
Yeah.
Flip
And you have
draw
the
2
optimal
cards.
ratio.
If you drew any cards in this play, flip a coin. If heads, attach a fire energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon.
You also got the optimal ratio of 1 Arvin and 1 tool card, or 2 Arvins into one tool card. So yeah.
And you got
18 fire energies.
18 fire energy. This is the most condensed list I've ever seen in my life, bro. There's like 20 unique cards in this deck.
Yeah.
And I've been running Zard?
Yep.
Could like run Zard at this point.
Hey, come on. That one's too expensive. It's a budget deck over here.
$10.
This deck is $10. That Zard is double the price.
Alright, these decks both kind of cook. I do like them. So again, let us know in the comments or tweet at us or post on or comment on Instagram who you think won the what is he cooking for the week. These decks are too good. I don't like how this guy's not sure how it will play yet, but test hand seems okay. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what? Maybe we'll keep a lookout for rolling Twerkles anywhere. All right. All right, let's go ahead and Jeremy, you have something for me?
Oh yeah, I got a YouTube short segment. This is a blindly rank, and this will be a Pokemon full art but villains. So the first card I have for full art Guesses from Black and White. I forgot which plasma set it was.
Full art Guesses from Black and White. You know, this is villains, right?
Yep.
Are we just rating the card or like the art?
The art, not the card. That's gonna be
Alright, I gotta look it up. Hold on. TCG player. Guesses, right? From Black and White.
Yep. Yeah. It's real. Yeah. The Team Plasma one with the blue border.
Alright. I think it's okay. The flag is kind of just there. We kind of don't need the flag because he gets this. We know he's from Team Plasma. The card is Team Plasma. I'm gonna put it. You know, I'll start with 3 because it is a black and white card, and I love black and white cards.
Okay, and then number 2, second card we have the Giovanni Boss's Order.
Oh, I know what that one looks like. From Rebel Clash, right?
Yep, Rebel Clash.
Yeah, this one's the GOAT boss. If I could choose any boss to run, I would use the Giovanni Rebel Clash boss's orders. Mainly because it's the first boss we got, right? Or no, Lysander was the first boss we got.
Lysander's the first one, but this is
the first
like
full art,
boss's
right?
order. Yeah, boss's order. Yeah, this is our first boss's order.
Yeah, first boss's orders. I like it a lot. Every time we play with Ben and he uses it, it's just so cool. The hand is not bad. I'm gonna have to put it. Oh, I feel like there's something better. I'll put it number 2.
Number 2. All right. So the third card will be the first card banned in the TCG since like Wizard of the Coast era, and it's full art Lysander's trump card.
Lysander's trump card. Ooh. Okay. I see this one. Hold on. I was looking at the normal art. Let me get the full art up. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, this one is sick. Okay. This is like in the game where he like gets the legendary and then like the things come out of him. Yeah. I don't know. This card, it's pretty cool. I feel like there is something better, but 2 and 3 year slots are already taken. I don't have a lot of nostalgia because I didn't play back then. I'll put it at number 4.
Number 4. All right. So the next one is probably my favorite one is Archie's Ace in the Hole. Full art Archie's Ace in the Hole.
Archie's Ace in the Hole, full art. Yep, I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this guy at number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 1. What's number 1?
Number 1 is Gen 4 villain is Cyrus Boss's Order.
Okay,
The one from the milk
That's not bad.
carton.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. I would have preferred it number 2. This boss is probably my least favorite boss out of all of them, but it's not that bad. Like in terms of like other full arts, it could have been worse. You could have said like Rainbow Zillow, okay, or Rainbow Willow, right? All right, it's not that
Yeah.
bad. I'll take
Yeah.
it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So that's gonna be the end of what is he cooking. So that's good, or that's gonna be the end of the Pokemon segment. Sorry. And we're gonna go ahead and hop into our League of Legends segment. We have a decent amount to talk about, so we're gonna go ahead and hop into new patch. So I know last week we talked about the new split starting, the first time that League has done 2 splits in one season, 2 ranked splits, excuse me. But yeah, with that comes 13.14. Again, when we go over patch, we just go over our kind of our favorite patch note. There are YouTubers out there and creators out there that do patch rundowns and are very, very insightful. We just are kind of we just kind of shit talk and shit post. So all right, Jeremy, let's start with what you want to talk about. What's your favorite patch note of the patch?
Uh, well, my favorite patch note is the Shyvana buff. I've been playing this champ a lot in Arena, and I think they released like what they're doing on PBE, and they're really nerfing her. But I'd say my favorite changes is the Shyvana buffs this patch.
Yeah. I would have to agree, and I'm also gonna go with the jungler. I'm gonna go Diana because Diana is one of my main champions when I play in the jungle and who I climb with, and I'm gonna start climbing with them again because Kindred is permabanned and Hecarim doesn't feel that great right now. Both of them getting nerfed, and I don't know why Kindred's been nerfed like 2 to 3 patches in a row, and they're still getting permabanned. It's really annoying, but I mean I understand good Kindreds are really really disgusting and hard to play against. So I'm gonna go back to some Diana spam, Jeremy. They buffed her carry builds, thank God, because one of the reasons why I stopped playing Diana is because I didn't want to
Yep.
build tank. All right. It is annoying. So now I'm back on my Proto Belt. Proto Belt into Rabadon's Rush. Like, I'm back, baby. Diana,
Yep.
huge. I'm currently 0-2 in placements because I played Hecarim in one of the games and Lee in another one. And let's just say my second game, Jeremy, my Baron went 18 deaths and my mid lane went like 12 deaths. So, yeah, we don't have to talk about it. All right. Um, yeah. So let's go over. Let's go over into Fury. What do you got for Neferi, Jeremy?
I haven't played. I played like only Neferi in Arena, and I played against an Arena. The champ feels pretty weak. I don't know. That doesn't feel like you're doing as much damage as other assassins. But I guess she shines in Summoner's Rift more, where her roaming abilities actually matter on like Arena, where you're just stuck there, like there's not any roaming.
I also think runes makes
Yeah,
a big difference for the champion, where you get Relentless
that's true.
Hunter, you get Celerity Water Walking, or something like that. Um,
Yeah,
I've seen Quantum play her quite a bit, and I think she's actually okay. She could be a little bit stronger, but maybe you don't want her to be because she is an AD assassin in the mid lane, which when they get buffed, they prove to be very very powerful.
yeah,
But we just need to see when people come out with really cool mechanics and stuff. But her trades in lane are actually not bad. But she is a melee, so you have to keep that in mind when playing. But other than that, I feel like she's okay.
yeah,
Another Ross champion, which is cool.
yeah.
Yeah, Darkin champion. I mean, sorry,
Arkin,
Caitlin's.
yeah.
Ross is the Darkin. All right. All right. Let's do the better segments. What the people want. Skin review. All right. So
Ooh,
with the new event, we get, of course, a new set of skins. And an ultimate skin with it. So let's go ahead and start with Soul Fighter set. Jeremy, another set skin. But set skins never seem to fail.
yeah, set skins are always banger, and I think this is one of them too. I think this skin looks sick, but the problem is set has so many good skins. It's hard to justify. Like, yeah, I'm just getting another set skin here.
But what I really like about these
Yeah.
new skins is the new art style, and you can clearly
Oh
see the
yeah,
difference in art styles. Kind of like into the Spider, it's kind of like Spider-Verse. We can clearly see the art styles on the film, right? It's kind of like the same thing. You
yeah,
can clearly see the comic art style in the game, which I think makes these skins way better than a lot of the newer skins.
yeah. It's definitely way more unique and like a different. It's a lot different than like the usual art styles, which is super cool. So as if you like this art style, it's also a lot of fighting games also look. I guess it's because it's like fighting game mode. The art style is very reflective of that and looks super good.
Yep. All right, Soul Fighter Samir. All right, let me give my little bit. It's an ultimate skin. The animation should be
Yeah.
different, and it should be really really worth the money. they didn't really change the animations.
Yeah.
This skin is a little bit underwhelming, and there's other. I think there's better Severe skins right now than what we have for the Soul Fighter.
I think the skin is good. I think it's like basically the same thing where the skin is nice, but the problem is it's an ultimate skin, so it's kind of like overpriced because you're not getting like it's not as ultimate as like the past ultimate skins. So
Right.
although it's a nice skin, I think it's just overpriced, but I think it's
Like
a
the whole
good
point of
skin.
Ultimate Skin is it needs to be like completely different in terms of like
Yeah,
it should be more like I think in my mind for an Ultimate Skin it should be like 4 skins in one, right? Like
yeah,
MF is basically 4 skins in one. Ezreal is basically 4 skins in one. And
yep,
you might be able to say like yeah, technically it's 4 skins in one, but like if you think about it, like Psyop Sona is like 4 skins in one, or like 3 skins in one, and
yeah,
that's a legendary, right? So like
yeah,
they should have done more for the skin. Like it's cool if you're a Samir main, they're probably gonna get it. It's cool and stuff. Just if you're not
yeah,
a Samir main and you're thinking about getting it, probably save your money for something else.
yeah. It's like the Elementalist Deluxe has like 12 skins in one, and this one's
Exactly.
like
And
it's
that one's old.
yeah, it's like yeah, yeah. This skin's good, but it's a little overpriced.
All right, we got another Lux skin. I haven't seen it in game, but the splash art is very cute. I think the splash art is good. They did a really good job with the
Yeah,
splash art. Haven't seen it in game. It's a Lux skin. So they never disappoint with Lux skins for a good reason.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
I want to see the laser in the new art style. I actually haven't seen it yet. So
yeah. The skin is nice. I like the different like usually Luxes are all like super like cutesy and everything, so it's nice to see that like it's just a different like clothing. Normally you're just like Star Guardian, all skins like similar to Star Guardian, so it's like
yeah.
nice to see something different.
All right, so Thunder and Fury, not much to say. It's an on-release skin, so
Yeah,
can't really say much because we can't compare it to other skins that came out with the Fury. So that's pretty
yeah,
cool. Let's talk about
yeah.
Pike because I really don't think
Ooh,
Pike needs another skin, and they got a prestige skin. I mean, he is very
yeah,
popular, so they're
yeah,
gonna get money no matter what. Um, I like the prestige one. The Soul Fighter is a little bit weird. It seems like it doesn't fit him very much as an undead kind of assassin. It just kind of looks like they gave him like like he's fighting in an
yeah,
arena, which is like the whole point. But like I don't know, it's a little bit weird. The blue bald head kind of doesn't work with it.
yeah, yeah. I think it'd probably be fixed with the chromas, but it's a cool skin, but it's like there's something where it's not like matching exactly. So yeah, I think Pike also has a lot of good skins too. So it's kind of like if you want to pass on it, it's like I don't blame you, but the skin looks. I think if you get the chroma, it'll probably look good.
I know he has like 2 legendaries and a mythic skin already. Like
Yeah,
it's now he's got 2 mythic skins. All right, and of course people complain about Wild Rift being exclusive, so they got to add Star Guardian Senna. We've already seen this skin, pretty good skin.
yep,
But Senna already
yep,
has so many good skins, so
yep. The
all
league team,
yeah.
yeah, the league has been getting good. Like the skin department's been doing well. So even though they release these like super good skins, like I already got this one like 2 months ago, and it literally looks super nice. So
Yep.
yeah, I guess like yeah,
All right, let's go ahead and talk about Arena because we've been spamming this a little too much, but that's kind of okay. It's fun. It seems like a little bit too RNG, which I think is
yeah,
fine since was it since the since you get to choose your champions. But in my opinion, I think you shouldn't be able to choose your champions. I think it should be like ARAM where you have rerolls in a pool.
yeah,
Um, because I can't because I it's a casual game mode, so like I hate to see that there's like a meta tier list, like it's super like
yeah,
and like it's actually like people actually like look at it a lot, and then we're getting like like the same champs banned and we're seeing the same champions. Like one time
yeah,
we were playing with my friend or our friend Nick, and we played against 3 Yoriks. Like that's not fun. Like we won that game, but
yeah.
still it's like boring, right?
Yeah, I think it's like it's fine that's big, but I think the TMO definitely needs more balancing, or maybe like at least more bands probably at least too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Fiora ult with the old Fiora ult is like really disgusting.
yeah, that thing is broken. Yeah, I was playing against one and I was like getting a one shot. It's like what can I do against this?
Also, you know
Can't even hit him.
the chauffeur augment. I was watching
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I was watching Keshi EU take the chauffeur augment, and you can carry Nunu ult around. Like you can carry it.
You can move Nunu all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So they were running around with Nunu, and he was ulting. You can move him around. It's really funny.
yeah. The chauffeur is like probably one of the more like the most fun augments to play with. You just have a turret on your back, or like someone just spamming like abilities on
when
back
we
there.
were playing Jinx and you're just running around with me, and I was just on my rockets.
Yeah, yeah. I think if you take it on Mordekaiser, you can just 2v1 someone in Death Realm.
That's pretty
Yeah,
funny. Pretty much
yeah,
taking it almost every time.
yeah. Yeah, Arena's pretty fun. I think there's definitely need more balancing and probably need more bans. Or like you suggested, we just get like maybe just like one champion and we each get 2 rerolls or something. So
Mm.
because right now you just like if you like there's more than like how many 8 champion bans? There's more than 8 broken champions. So like you miss one of them and then
It
you
just
just
gets
see 3 of
played.
them on the other
Yeah,
teams. Like, what's the point of playing this game? Yeah.
agreed. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead. That's gonna be it for uh League of Legends, and we're gonna end off very quickly with our Valorant segment, which is going to be the NA or not NA, the Americas LCQ. All right, Jeremy. Let's hear it from you. What are we saying about this?
So so Crew won. We did
Yeah.
mention that Crew's like, although they went 0-10, they are like a strong team. So like their scores a little deceptive. But it's kind of crazy to went from 0-10 in series throughout like the first 6 months of the year, and then they just won 5 in a row in like
Yeah,
a
never
span of
dropped the
like 2 weeks.
series.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Like, I want whatever they were eating. Like, what were they? What were they on? Like, come on, give it to me. I'm trying. I'm trying to win out too. Like,
yeah, yeah.
should we talk about C9 lower final? What happened there?
Oh yeah, Cloud9. So I was just watching the Terry stream, which at the time on r/place. So I was not fully concentrated on the game, but I saw them up 200 series. Although like they were slightly getting outplayed, but then they're just able to pull through the rounds. And then like
They got
you
reverse
can see
swept.
them. Yeah, they got reverse swept, but like they were like they were doing like what they normally do, where they're like ulting on eco rounds just to like try to like win every single eco, but like they just weren't winning them, so they're just like always
Wasting
down ults.
ults. Yeah,
And like yeah, all the ults just end up being wasted in like a natural gun round. So
yeah.
yeah, they're also not holding sites. They're just playing full retake, but then some of their comps can't retake back. So it's like you're not pushing into 5 people with 5 without like with your only initiator being like Sky.
Yep. Yeah, so we got a solid 65 points.
Not bad.
We suck. Well, to be
Yeah.
honest, hey, we got Leviathan second. Hey, let's
Yeah.
go. But yeah, we only got three. We only got three right out of the possible 1, 2,
Like
3,
10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches.
Hey.
So
One
hey, woo. Yeah, 190 points. 195 points was the max. 45 people got it, which is like insane because who thought that Crew was just gonna win it all? I
yeah.
guess Crew fanboys got it all right.
All 45 of them.
Yeah. So yeah, that is gonna be the end of the pod. I hope you guys do enjoy it again. Short episodes. We'll have one big episode with the fantasy crew, and we'll have a pretty decent big episode with next week for Obsidian Flames pre-release content, which is this weekend. I will be going to one or two. What about you, Jeremy?
uh to having a week challenge on Friday. I think I'm doing that one. And I might be going to a pre-release on Saturday, but because it's close to me, but I'm not sure how exactly that's gonna work because it looks like it's just in a community center. So
Mm,
I'll see. I'll get
okay.
there and see if there's a pre-release.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's gonna be it. Oh, also, Jeremy, I'm gonna be building Chempao Arceus, so look forward to that.
Ooh,
Um, But yeah,
yeah.
that will be the end of the podcast, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and leave a comment on who won, what is he cooking. Tag us on Twitter if you have any questions or if you want to see anything improved or you want a segment to return or should we have a new segment? But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the podcast. Jeremy, do you have anything else?
No, if you wanted to request any segments, just comment below or like tag us on Twitter or Instagram. Just tag us so we know what you want to listen to.
Yep. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.
Let's see.